Well, hello there, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and it's finally here. And you have no idea the sort of things I was hearing about this game before it came out. Here we go. Whoops. I'm just trying to rename the save file. Oh, I guess here we go. No, there's no J in my title. There we go. Normal difficulty looks good. Alright, so I'm just going to say this right now. This is not going to be a first impressions video. I'm not just telling you what I think of the game. I've already been playing it for a while, which is why I'm skipping the dialogue. I think I'm gonna go with the Kung Fu shoes.
Good. You're prepared.
Like I said, skipping the scenes because I've already seen them.
I'll take care of it.
There we go. And now we've got that first shard.
Was that a shard?
What do you think, genius?
How did they get...
Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. And here we are at the first stage of the game. So just so we all know, the way I play these Metroidvania style games, I do spend a good amount of time grinding things out. So there will be times in which I just wanna halt and just farm something. And there we go. By the way, if you want an explanation as to how to do that, that technique is just quarter circle forward X, so hope you practiced your Street Fighter. There we go. It's taken up most of my MP, but I would hardly call that an issue. Pull back your attack. There you go, that lovely little level up flourish there. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, rusted ring. I'll put that shit on right now. Yes, improve my defense, please. This is all in case you've never played a game like this before and you don't know the different commands. The game's got you back. And what are you telling me about? Alright. Nothing I need help with. There you go. Look at this beautiful save point that's just on this ship. So the first one is the first save file that I did. I've, like I said, been working pretty diligently on this game on the other save file. I have a much better idea of what I'm doing in the game thanks to that. Now, I know you've got a shard for me, so why don't you just give it up? I missed. Ow. Not yet. It's alright, at least I got a tomato from you. For those of you who are familiar with Symphony of the Night, get ready to backstep a lot. See? Come on, come down here. Thank you. And that's going to be my best armor for a bit. God, I'm used to my numbers looking so much higher. But yes, this is definitely Iga doing what he does best. And I'm equally as impressed with the idea that he actually took the criticism of the game seriously. There's so many developers out there that just would not give a damn. But I'm glad that he took the time to actually polish the game up and take care of some of the issues that people were seeing with it. There we go. This is... Now, to be fair, I liked all of the kind of Symphony of the Night style games that came out on the Game Boy Advance and the DS. I liked all of those games. Were they ever true... what's the word I'm looking for? I'm blanking right now because this game is just too great. But were they ever true successors to the greatness that was Symphony of the Night? I don't know, debatable. I'll definitely take that. And you'll see me use Head Flail because it's pretty powerful. See? Look at that. Satisfying. She even counts in French. Now I just need to get that bird demon to drop its shard. The level ups, they keep coming. Now, apparently, the more shards you have of the same type, the stronger the ability becomes. So very similar to how it worked in Dawn of Sorrow. Ow. Which, by the way, if you've never played any of those games, go out and play them. What have you been doing with your life? Gain 2 levels and a whole nother shard to play around with. Yeah, I think I better save my game. Now, one thing this game did do for me is it reminded me of the very first time I played Symphony of the Night and how much I loved that game. And to be fair, I did not play Symphony of the Night before I had played the DS and Game Boy Advance Metroidvanias. I had actually played those first. And I still recognize the absolute quality that is Symphony of the Night. Ow. Alright, bad timing. And now we've got our first directional attack. And for those wondering, there you go, aim with the right stick and press right trigger. So now he's just got a directional fireball. Beautiful, ain't it? More treasure. Give me that sugar. By the way, I'm not farming those guys for a shard because they don't have a shard. Which, honestly, I was sort of surprised by. I could have sworn that they were going to have a shard, but I was wrong. They have no shard, and you are an ugly switch. Needless to say, they dropped the Cerulean Splash ability. And more flame cannons. By the way, there's a reason why I'm using that aside from just that it's stronger than regular attacking. As you massive techniques have weapons have techniques to them. As you can see here, That's a technique for shoes in general, but not every shoe can learn every technique. That's available to shoes anyways. So, that's where the mastery system comes in. The more you go out of your way to master certain moves, the greater control over future weapons of that type you have. So, in other words, hello, short sword. Now, I know a short sword technique from my other file. Let's see if I can use it here. Alright, so no short sword techniques. I'm going to stick with the shoes for now. But if you master a technique that's on one weapon, you can use it on any other weapon. So it's worth experimenting to see if you can find any techniques on any weapon, because you'll be able to use those techniques on other weapons of the same type. And that's going to come in useful later when I start finding other weapon types. Get out of here. By the way, I'm going back because there is a pathway that I can take that I forgot about. Thanks to those mana roses, I have a nice little consistency of MP that I can keep using this technique with. And that, because it's strong. It's real strong. Oh, that was 30 MP well spent. Glad I did that. Ooh, and they drop Elm, too. Actually, I didn't know that. Yes, I love how fluid the animations are. The monster designs are interesting. I like that they took the time to make everything as fully voiced as possible. I just really like this game. I definitely like how the hairband looks anyway. So this is one hell of a game here. And yes, you even have guns, even if they're not... Oh, and here's another thing I didn't know about. MP max up. Okay, I'm coming back for this on my other save file. Now, the thing about guns is that you can equip other rounds. I just don't have a lot of rounds for that weapon to use. So maybe one thing I'll do is I'll do a specialized gun playthrough and see if I can find a way to make guns more viable. Just as of right now, they seem iffy. But I could also be using them wrong, so take it with a grain of salt. I could just be a big old idiot, like I'm sure many of you are thinking I am right now. That's right, it's fast. It's faster to do this, it just looks goofy. Alright, so I gotta go back for that on my other save file, because I'm a big old idiot and I missed it in that one. Which means maybe that comment on my Time Spinners video is right. Maybe I do need to look for more breakable walls. I ain't aiming properly. God. I'm not talking to her, I'm talking to myself. As far as I can tell, there are only 2 enemies in the game that don't have shards, and it's that guy and Later on, there's a giant rat enemy that I don't think has a shard either. And I haven't stopped to get the shard from the harpy yet because there's a better place to do that at. Oh no, the ship could potentially be sinking. What are we gonna do? Beautiful level up. Oh, I'm dumb. There we go. I could stand to get some more flame cannon shards to improve the strength of it, but one step at a time. Right now I just want to get off the galleon and get into the kind of proper game of this game. You're going to tell me about the flying kick, I already know. Thank you. Flashing air kick. Boo boom boo 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 boo. Another very well ornamented save point on a boat. Yeah, anyone wondering if Iga and his team did a good job on this game? I'd say definitely so. Like, very, very much so. There's been a lot of attention to detail paid, the translation is strong. No, Iga definitely made sure that this game was quality before putting it out. And like I said, the idea that they listen to criticism is just incredible to me. It shouldn't be. It should be how, you know, games are designed in general. You listen to the criticism of the people who are going to potentially be buying your game. But you'd be amazed as to how uncommon that is. Okay, so that treasure chest is actually on the other side of a wall, so I can't get it right away. Come back here, Gizzost. Haha. You know what? Maybe we're just gonna ignore that. It's one of the few bugs I've actually seen in this game. And it's a strange one. Come on. Alright, so it's probably better places to hunt down ghosts too. I'm just being stubborn right now. Let's keep moving. Yeah! Suck it on down, buddy. And Claymore. Ooh. Is it possible to... No, okay, well, back to Kung Fu shoes. Which, by the way, if you can't tell from the abundance of weapons that I'm picking up just in the first area, there's a lot of different playstyles for this game. That hurt. Okay, I'm just being an idiot now. Just in the name of destroying that guy. Just creates a shortcut. Alright, no problem. Ow. I aim for his exposed face because it does more damage, but the fact of the matter is it's not necessary. You can just hit him in the body, which is more or less what I was doing there at the end, just so I can hit him with a couple of the flashing spin kicks. Either the reason why I'm doing jump attacks with this weapon is because, frankly, it's got a lot of lag. See? Like that. But you can mitigate some of that by attacking, then doing a backstep and attacking again. But that's still kind of slow because it leaves you vulnerable after the second swipe. So I just think it's better to do aerial attacks so you can cut out the landing lag. Or not, well, the landing lag and the end lag of the whip spring. 500 good. If you can hear the way that I'm doing the controller inputs, I'm basically rolling my fingers across the jump button and the attack button. I need the double jump to reach that. They're not worth anything, but hey, might as well crack the whip on them now. Little rodent fucks, fuck them. Also, I seem to have momentarily forgotten which of those is actually vulnerable. I can't actually get up there until I can double jump. Alright, this is just a boss intro sequence. No, I have to skip this.
So,
Well, I don't have to, but like I said, I want to focus on gameplay right now. If that upsets someone, I apologize. I'm not trying to be upsetting. The whole point is I want to focus on the gameplay and not so much on the storyline. But if you haven't figured it out, I kind of like the idea of just kicking enemies. Though to be fair, I probably should. That's why I have that potion in case things go awry. Love throwing it there. Just because I wasn't paying attention doesn't mean that, you know, I'm just completely blind. I'm pretty sure I just clipped into the enemy spray. And yes, even though her head is in the background, apparently, yes, you can still hit it. Technique mastered! So now I can use that with any shoe weapon that I find. And there will be some interesting ones coming up later. Alright, that having been said, let me switch to the short sword. A little bit of extra range, I think, could be a major help, especially since I want to do this without using a potion. I might not have a choice, though. Oh, never mind. So, you're going to see my stubbornness come into play here, because I do not like to use potions on fights that I don't think require them. But knowing that I can master the kick while I'm fighting, will give me some good incentive here. Yeah, whatever, boss. Ow. Alright, now she's gonna come over here. Come on. Let me kick you in the face. Clearly easier said than done. And here you go, summon the water? Alright, poison water, cool. Water again. At this point, you're just a little too difficult to approach. As you can see, the pattern for this boss is very simple. I just made some silly errors. And there we go. Onto your minions. Ah. More minions, yeah. This is about the time to stay on the defensive. Getting greedy can get you clocked for a lot of damage. And perhaps I'm simply stating the obvious, but, you know, more so reiterating that for myself because I have a tendency to get greedy. See, like that. I should just keep my distance and dodge there instead of trying to go ham. I'm sure there's a better way to speedrun this enemy, but I haven't figured it out yet. Someone I'm sure has. Maybe at some point or another I'll consider trying to learn how to speedrun this game, but right now I just want to have fun with it. I've leveled up off the minions. Ow. Yeah, come on, don't get greedy. Getting greedy again. Oh, apparently I can kick her in the tits. Which, you know, take that out of context and that just sounds friggin' horrible. Oh, that takes care of it. Sweet. Told you I could do it without using a potion. You know, honestly, I'm pretty sure that any speedrunning route will involve this attack, but I don't know, it just seems a little too overpowered.
Bloodstained.
Bloodstained! Like I said, I'm more so about just enjoying the game than I am about just trying to clear it as fast as possible. Jesus Good games to me are meant to be savored. Like I said, we don't get good games like this very often, so I'm more than happy to just indulge myself in this game. There we go. Alright, well, I think I'm probably going to play a little bit further on my own now, but don't you worry, there will be more Bloodstained. There's plenty to show off, plenty to do, plenty more grinding to be done. And I do want to show off some more of this game for you, my adoring audience, so thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, click the subscribe button to see more of it in the future. Drop a like, leave a comment, but the best thing you can do with this video is to share it with a friend. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and Metroidvania is back, baby!